Okay, so this is going to be a tutorial on creating a negative keyword list. The first thing you're going to do is go to your email inbox and you're going to download the report from Google that will come on a weekly basis. You simply do that by clicking on this link here. Make sure that you're already logged into your account or else it won't work. And you'll have to come back and re-click on that link if you're not logged in. You'll have to log in first and then click on the link. Okay, so once it comes up, once I click on the link, it comes up with an automatic dialog box saying, do I want to download this? I click OK, and then I get a report right here. This is Kessler search term report. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste everything by hitting Command A, Command C, and then I'm going to create a new tab down here, put the name of the doctor in, and go up here and hit Command V. So now I have all my reports in one location. It's easy to manage, and there's no confusion. That's probably the biggest part. You know, if you have a bunch of dialogue or a bunch of pages open, it gets very confusing, and you don't want to mess this up. This can cost you a great deal of pain and anguish and money if you get this negative keyword list wrong. So basically, I'm going to come back here to Dr. Glick's search term report. I'm going to go through these one by one. It can be a little tricky to figure out which ones are good and which ones are bad, but you know, the more practice and experience you get with it, the easier it becomes. And your manager, the first few times, will be checking your work to make sure that you're doing this properly. So I'm going to go through this real quick, and I'm looking for terms that I do not want to pay for. And you can see here that this is all of the information for last week. You can see December 2 through December 8. This gives me all the information for last week, what the search terms were typed in, what they were clicked on, how many impressions, what the click-through rate was, and what the cost was, or the average CPC, and the actual cost. And then you can actually see the totals as well down there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this real quick. Tooth pain diagnosis, okay. Emergency dentist, okay. Dentist Reseda, family and cosmetic dentistry. Teeth cavity proof. That word proof, you know, that's not a buying term. It doesn't sound like it's something that I really want to be paying for. Teeth cavity proof. You know, that sounds like somebody that's looking for information or whatever. It's not a very succinct term anyway, so I kind of want to get rid of it. Dentist open 24/7, that's fine, but best dentist near Reseda, endodontist, dentist in Van Nuys, Encino, Armindia Mendolia, dentist Van Nuys, that sounds like somebody's name. And if you're not sure, you can always check this by just copying it and going into a browser and doing a search on it and finding out, okay, who is this? And then there you go, doctor, that person's name right there. So we know it's a competitor and that we do not want to be paying for it. Dentist Encino, South Dental Care, Encino, California. That again is going to be a competitor. Again, you're going to want to test that. I already did it earlier, so I'm not going to do it again, but just do it the same way I just showed you how. Encino CA Cosmetic, Encino Boutique Dentistry, after extraction, lower right, how many hours can I eat? That again is going to be a negative search term. It's basically asking after the extraction, so this person doesn't need dentistry anymore, they're just looking for some information, so we don't need them to be on there. Dentist Tarzana, dentist in Sherman Oaks, dental imaging cone beam. You know, that's basically a 3D machine. It's okay. It's not something necessarily it needs to be a negative. Impacted wisdom teeth, good dentist in Encino Dental Diagnostic Imaging Center. This is not an imaging center. It's a dental office, so we can get rid of that. AZ Dental, again a competitor. Dentist Reseda, City Dental Van Nuys. That again is going to be a competitor. And then Dentist Van Nuys, Dentist Reseda, Encino Dental, Dentist in Van Nuys, Dentist in Sherman Oaks. All the rest of those are okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down Command, or on PCs I think it's Shift, and then I'm going to select each one of these, and I'm going to copy and create a new list right here, so that I can easily take this and copy and paste it into a text document. this has to go from Excel to text, basically. Pull up my text document, and I'm going to create a Glick right here, and I'm going to paste in all those terms. Now I just want to give, because this is what goes into Google AdWords, I just want to give the things that I don't want. Like teeth and cavity on this are just fine. I mean, we don't want to get rid of those words, but we do want to get rid of the word proof, right? This is somebody's name. We don't want to get rid of Dennis Van Nuys. That's a term of ours that we want to keep. But those two names we also want to get rid of. South Dental Care, that's a competitor, and we're going to want to put, quotes around it as a phrase match. So if that comes up in that particular order, then it will be excluded from our ad will be excluded from that search term. Again, how many hours right here. So this can be kind of broken up. This one's kind of interesting. It can be broken up a little bit. So basically, how many hours I would probably put as one term. How many hours? That's kind of a question. And can I eat is also kind of a question. So now, one thing that we want to think about here is that can every dental office benefit from these two terms being negative? If so, we put them in the category called all, which these two basically can how many hours and can I eat? Those two terms can be put in the all category. All of our dentists get these negative keywords. So in special situations where the search term applies to everyone, you put them in the all category. Now those special situations are when it does not concern the dentist's geographical areas. If it doesn't concern the dentist's geographical areas, what are things that concern the dentist in the geographical areas? Competitors and streets and cities. Now if there's something outside of that, then everyone can benefit from not having that search term there. So you'll want to move things that do not confine themselves to a geographical location. You'll want to move those to the all category, and I'll show you how we use that here in a second. Dental Diagnostic Imaging Center. So again, imaging center probably here is the root of what we want to get rid of. Dental diagnostic, that happens in a dentist office, but imaging center, actually, if I think about it, probably diagnostic imaging center is probably the full term that we want to get rid of. And again, doesn't happen in a geographical location, so everybody can benefit from it. AZ Dental does, it's in Van Nuys. So, and again, we're going to want to put quotes around it. And City Dental also does, so we'll put quotes around that. The next part of this is that you can already see that I've done all of the doctors here. I've spaced them out. I try to give enough space so visually I can see exactly where each doctor ends and the other one begins. So you can see all the doctors are currently in here, and then the next part of this process is pretty easy. You open up AdWords Editor, and you have your text document here, and I'm going to start with Glick, and I'm going to want to get rid of Glick's name, and then I'm going to copy all plus the ones that belong underneath Glick. So I'm going to come up to here, I'm going to select Craig Glick, I'm going to go under keywords, I'm going to go under negatives, and I'm going to go under make multiple changes. I'm going to paste all of this information right into here, and then very important, I'm going to check on this box because it selects all my campaigns, and then I'm going to hit process. And what that's going to do is it's going to process all of those keywords into all of those ad groups, into all of those campaigns. Once that part of it is done, I'm going to hit finish. Also, something that I forgot that's really important here is that before you do anything, before you post, and I did this prior to making the video, but before you do anything, you want to hit get recent changes right here. So you're going to get recent changes, all campaigns. It's going to do its little download right here, and then after that, you can put in your negative keywords and post those changes. And you'll see right here, that's all your changes, your keyword changes, 3,728. And then you'll hit post, and then that will go ahead and go up. If you want to, you can open a different account and start working right away on a different account. I do that. To get to the next account, I'm going to go ahead and clear out Glick stuff. I'm going to get to Meyer here, and I'm going to select all of the all category and all of Myers again. And I'm going to go right into Dr. Greg Meyer right here, hit open selected account, and then I'm going to go into the keywords. I'm going to make multiple changes, and I'm going to add this right here. Process again. Takes a second. I'm going to hit finish. And then I'm going to go ahead and post those changes. Again, you're going to want to download it before, but again, I just downloaded these campaigns, so there's nothing new out there. So I'm going to hit post, and you'll continue to repeat that process until all of these campaigns are finished. That's about it.